Mrs. Murthy, I'm just thinking of your father somehow. He was obviously a huge influence to you, Mrs. Murthy.
No,
right?
actually my father, my grandparents were quite a lot influenced to me.
Would you say that they're a lot of the reasons for you being what you are today?
Yes. No, I'm not 100% myself, self-made that much. My grandparents played an important role when I was young. My father being a doctor played an important role. My mother played an important role. She was a school teacher. The institution where I studied influenced me. Some friends of mine influenced me, like Abhay is a great example. He's better than me, I consider.
He's
and
of course another.
My own work, the poorest of the poor people of my country, they made me what I am today.
Wow. Mrs. Murthy, if you look back, can you give yourself credit? They always say behind any man there's a greater woman. Would you also say that, I mean, for
No,
Mr. Narayan Murthy
actually, I feel other way. Behind every successful woman, there is an understanding man.
Oh, Mrs. Murthy, that is so beautiful. First time I've ever heard that one. But that's very beautiful.
Because when women are successful in their work, there has to be an understanding man behind her.
A support.
And very supportive, because in a family life, woman played a very important role.
Yes.
Like Mr. Murthy never ever asked me, why do I go on like tomorrow I'm leaving for 10 days to a village.
Okay.
So Mr. Murthy will be there, but I will not be there.
Yes.
He will never ask me why I'm not there, why do I travel 20 days. For example, when tsunami was there for 2-3 months, I was not in Bangalore. I was in a different seashores. Okay.
Yes.
He never said, oh, you should not do, but only thing he said,
It's beautiful.
Drink pure water and give me a call once a day that you are there.
That's it.
That's it.
Fully supportive.
He never ever says,
Wow.
don't do that. That's very important.
That's very important.
And similarly, I never told Mr. Murthy, why do you travel these many days? Initial stages of Infosys, he used to travel 300 days in a year.
Yeah.
And I had 2 small children.
Yes.
But I never asked, because when you want to do, when you are passionate about one work, it requires all your time. And God is very, very democratic. He gives everybody only 24 hours.
Beautiful. I love that. That's a power statement. That's one thing we all have in common with God. I like that. Mrs. Murthy, if you had to do it any differently, you've achieved so much. You've lived a very enchanted life. It seems to be that everything goes for you so effortlessly.
Oh my God.
So effortlessly.
Then I'm a good actress, I think.
No, but I love it. I want you to share that with my audience, what you said about acting. You always talk ex-tempo. Why? You share that.
The reason is I know my work very well. And I don't want to hide anything. I don't want to act as if something I have done and I have not done, or something I have not done and done. So the best way is you should talk what is truth and truth alone. Because if you don't tell truth and you cover up, then you should have extraordinary memory power for the next time. And I don't have that kind of a memory power. And again, for what reason you should lie? What you are is what you are. Accept reality. Don't act which is not there.
Yes, beautiful,
Okay.
Mrs. Murthy.
And I don't agree with you. Life has become very smooth to me because I have taken life as it has come.
Okay.
I have
Yes.
accepted and adjusted with so many situations.
You're
and,
honest.
And I'm very, I have learned the simple principle in life. All desirables are not achievables. All achievables are not desirables. Many sacrifices I have done. Many times there are greater disappointments. But
How do you handle that? How do you handle
I have very simple principle. The moment you fail, I have failed in many areas, or I have not done in many areas. With the best of my effort, I am not able to achieve many things. So whenever I have been in that circumstance, I have failed. Good, at least I got this experience. And if I make any mistake, good, I will remember this, I will not make the same mistake again. And when I am not successful, I say, okay, failures are the pillars of
Pillars
success.
of success, or the stepping stones to success.
So
Yes.
every time whenever there is any negative things, I convert into positive, making it that this should not happen again. Okay?
Wow.
Because repeated success
Yes.
makes a man or makes a person arrogant.
And complacent, would you say?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But repeated failure
Okay.
makes a person a diffident person. Okay? A good amount of success and fair amount of failure makes a person mature. Failures are must in life. That
Right.
makes you human actually. Otherwise we think, okay, we can't fail. No.
Yeah, we're
That means-
infallible. Exactly.
See, with all these things, I could not, my mother-in-law died in my hand. My father died by heart attack in a second. My mother died in 2 minutes in front of me. That time, every time I realized, whatever may be your fame, whatever may be your money, whatever may be your work, still in life, in life, there are many things which are not in your hand. You have to accept it as it is. Okay? Don't think you can control. Actually, 10% of life you can control, I suppose 90% you cannot control. So how it comes, accept it. What you can control is your nature, your greedy. If you are greedy, you should not be. Your temper, your dressing, all those things you can control. But 90% you cannot control at all in life.
Has that been the ethos of your life?
Probably yes. Like, I say, there are many things we cannot control. No. And be nice to people we do not know. Because the 3 deaths in front of me also has made me to realize life is very temporary. Be nice to everyone. I don't have any of those imagination. After me, people will remember I don't have such things.
You don't think that?
No, I don't worry about it at all because I believe in a simple Buddhist principle. What exists always perishes. So don't worry. You have seen kingdom, palaces, capitals, and some of them are in ruins. So don't go on these material things which are always going to perish, including your body and beauty and health and money. The only thing remains with you is your compassion. And that's the reason, be compassionate to people, your fellow human beings.
Oh, Mrs. Murthy, it has been such an honor, such a privilege, for me such a learning curve to have had you on The Big Idea, for you to have taken time out of meaningful work to be with us.
Everybody works.
Really?
Actually, I believe everybody works same way, the way I work. Everybody, probably I don't know how much they enjoy, but I enjoy my work.
But yours is selfless.
And
Yours is meaningful.
No, because more than when I work, I get a lot more happiness. And that way I'm selfish.
I see the energy.
I'm selfish because for my happiness I work.
Wow.
I help other people because that gives me very great happiness, a lot of happiness.
Thank you, Mrs. Murthy.
Thank
you
you
so much. We wish you all the best
Thank you.
in the years ahead with all the great work you're doing. Thank you for being on The Big Idea.
Thank you.
Thank you. I leave you with a powerful quote by the iconic Warren Buffett of America. If you're in the luckiest 1% of humanity, you owe it to the rest of humanity to think about the other 99%. See you again next week. God bless.